Hi, my name is Olivia Williams, and this is my movie review project for EDU 239. So the movie that I decided to watch for this assignment is called Gifted. I watched this movie on Saturday, September 18th, and I chose to watch this film because I think that it portrays being exceptional and being gifted in a way that informs people and helps them to understand that it's not always a positive thing. It's not always about being the best, getting all the awards, being super smart. And it shows that it has a lot of disadvantages, which I think that when people think about being gifted and exceptional, they always just think of the positives. So this movie really goes in depth and shows you that it's not all glamorous like what people think. So the genre of this film, it's kind of like a drama or a comedy drama. And the main actors and actresses, the main actor is Chris Evans. He portrays a character named Frank Adler, who is the uncle of the main character, Mary, who is portrayed by McKenna Grace. Another actress is Jenny Slate. She is Miss Bonnie Stevenson. She is Mary Adler's teacher, and she's the one who kind of realizes that Mary is exceptional academically. The last leading actress is Lindsay Duncan. She's Mary's grandma. Her name is Evelyn, and she kind of wasn't really there for Mary during her childhood, and she comes to cause a lot of problems between the family in the film. So the plot of this movie is Frank Adler's sister passes away when Mary is a very young girl, and the sister's wish is for Frank to take over caring for Mary, to take her into her home and raise her and care for her, protect her, love her, kind of be a parent or a guardian to Mary for her life. So Mary is about 7 years old, and she begins the school year, and right away Miss Stevenson, her teacher, realizes that she's different than the other students. She's always quick to answer, always says that stuff is super easy. She realizes that she's exceptional, and she meets with her uncle, Mary's uncle Frank, and basically explains to Frank that Mary is gifted and exceptional. So Mary lives in a small Florida town by the water. She's used to a normal life, just doing normal outdoor activities with her uncle. She's not really used to having the spotlight on her and having everyone think so highly of her. So in the film, her grandma comes to visit, and her grandma realizes that she has exceptional talents, so she comes to see Mary. And like I said before, the grandma was never really there in Mary's childhood, even though it's her granddaughter. So she comes when she realizes that Mary has exceptional talents, and she basically starts a custody battle with Frank to try to have sole custody of Mary, because she believes that with Mary's being exceptional, that her life won't be fulfilled and her talents she won't be able to reach her full potential living with Frank, because Frank has an average job, lives in an average house, doesn't really have a lot of money. So the grandma wants to put Mary into a boarding school and to try to enrich her academically, and Mary and Frank are very against this because they have a really great relationship and are used to their environment, and Mary doesn't want to leave Frank. So the roles of exceptionality in this film and how they were portrayed. So it shows Mary struggling to have friends, not being able to relate to peers and classmates. It shows Mary having family troubles with the custody battles and not getting along with the teacher at first, because Mary's actually smarter than the teacher. The purpose of this disability in the film was to inform and educate the audience on the disadvantages of it, especially in young children. For example, one scene shows the teacher, Mrs. Stevenson, asking the class basic multiplication facts, and Mary says oh, these are too easy. So then the teacher starts asking really crazy long numbers, thinking oh, I stumped her, but no, Mary actually answers it very quickly off the top of her head. And I believe that this movie portrays the disability very accurately, because it shows how this little girl's family and social life is affected. It also shows that family members may try to use this disability to their own advantage without really caring about how it'll affect the family or the person with the disability. So overall, I believe this movie does a really good job of portraying the disability. It makes the audience understand the disadvantages, and it makes them want to sympathize with people who have this disability. And I think personally it's made me more aware of this disability and to like look out for it in the future and to like know how to react to it. So I would refer this movie to anyone who wants to learn more about this disability or wants to learn more about the disadvantages of it. Again, this movie was called Gifted. It was produced in 2017, and the two main production companies working on it were TSG Entertainment and Film Nation Entertainment. Thank you.